Hi guys, today I'm making my version of enchiladas and I thought I'd share it with you. So I've put some onions that I had previously chopped, put in the freezer, into a saucepan with a tiny bit of oil along with some frozen sweet corn, and I will mix that together. And I've just popped in the minced beef. So giving that a stir, try to break it all up so it mixes in nicely with the onions and the sweet corn. Whoops. And a bit of seasoning now. So I have added salt and pepper, some cumin, some garlic granules, quite a bit as you can see, some chili flakes, we like it spicy, so quite a lot of chili flakes have gone in, and mix it all up together. If I look clumsy, it's because I've got a broken arm, which is my left one. I'm trying to hold on to the saucepan. Right, that's it, Lesleyanne, give it a nice stir until it's all browned. That's what I'm looking for it all to be browned off. So I had to open this tin of tomatoes on my own because Chris was, I don't know where he was, in the garage or something, and now I'm struggling to hold it with my left hand to get these tomatoes out. I didn't have any chopped, so I had to use the whole plum. And I'm in there pounding it away now, trying to break up the tomatoes. I've forgotten to say I've added some mushrooms to this as well. Yeah, you can see them in there, look, can't you, as I'm stirring it around. And in goes a can of drained kidney beans. And I always pop in a couple of stock cubes. These are the Oxo beef stock cubes, only because that's what I have in the house. Doesn't matter which brand they are, but it gives it that more of a beefy taste. So just crumbling them into the pan and giving it a good old stir. You can see Chris in the background. He's there on hand for me, really, because I need some cheese grated in a minute, and I find that difficult to do with my arm, and I also need the wraps to be taken out of their packet. So now I'm just getting some butter into another saucepan which I've got on the heat. Chris is getting everything ready for his part of the job. So I'm seasoning the cheese sauce that I'm making now. So I put the flour in, I just use plain flour, I don't measure it, I just sort of go by eye, sort of ratio from butter to milk and to flour. So I'm giving that a good old stir. Oh, back to the chilli again, to give that another stir so it doesn't stick to the bottom. You can see Chris in the background, he's grating the cheese. Right, I've got my whisk in the saucepan. That's what I'm using to make sure that my cheese sauce isn't lumpy. So I've added some milk already, but I've got the milk there on the side in case I need to add any more. Because as I said, I don't follow a recipe for that. I just pop the butter in and the flour and the milk, and I've just been doing it for so many years, you know. So a bit more milk's gone in, so it obviously had started to thicken, and I knew it would thicken too much. Another drop of milk. And in goes some of the cheese. So I put in approximately half of the cheese into the white sauce. Mix it all through. By this stage it was delicious. Now if I'm making a cheese sauce to do, say, a cauliflower cheese or macaroni cheese, I tend to add a bit of mustard to it. That just gives it a little bit of more depth to it. But because I'm making this dish, which is already a chili dish, I didn't need to do that. Right, so here you go. The wraps are being passed over to me by Chris, so it's team effort here, and I'm putting this big spoonful of the chili onto each wrap and then passing it back to Chris, and he's doing the folding because that's something I can't do because obviously my arm's broken. So all in all we did 4 of these, 4 wraps. As you can see them now in the baking dish. So that's the last one being popped into the baking dish. So that's how they look before any of the sauce goes in. And Chris is pouring on the yummy, lovely, indulgent cheese sauce onto the dish. And he's just making sure that it's completely covered. Filling in any little gaps, look at him. And I'm just topping it with the other half of the cheese. This is mature cheddar cheese, and in fact I think it's extra mature cheddar cheese. But you could do it with a mozzarella, a mild cheese, whatever you fancy. Chuck it on, Lesleyanne. And there we go, so there you have it. So that's our homemade chili enchiladas. So they're going to go into the oven. The mixture, everything is cooked inside, so the chili's still hot, the cheese sauce is still hot. So literally it's just popping it in the oven until it's gold and bubbly. Just like this. And here we are, look at this, all bubbly out of the oven, nice and golden. It's going to be really hot, mind you. And just got some leftover veg from yesterday, which we can put on the side if we want to. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.